तो चलिए आज मैं आप लोगों के साथ में क्लास 10th की केमिस्ट्री का फर्स्ट चैप्टर में जो इंटेक्स क्वेश्चन दे रखा होता है वो मैं डिस्कस करूँगा। 10वीं के बच्चों के लिए बोर्ड का एग्ज़ाम जो है वो पास आ रहा है। सो आप जो है प्रयास कीजिए कि एनसीईआरटी के जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हैं, चाहे वो एक्सरसाइज में हैं, चाहे वो इंटेक्स क्वेश्चंस हैं जो कि इस तरीके से दे रखे हैं। अगर आप अपना साइंस का बुक ओपन करेंगे तो आपको इस तरीके से क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे। सो पहले चैप्टर्स का ये तीनों क्वेश्चंस मैं अभी आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ। ध्यान से इन क्वेश्चंस को देखें। चलिए, पहला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाई शुड ए मैग्नीशियम रिबन be cleaned before burning in air? As we know that magnesium is a reactive metal, and when it comes in contact with oxygen, so it forms nothing but a layer of what? Magnesium oxide. But when you are going to burn again that magnesium ribbon, let's suppose you have this magnesium ribbon, so on that magnesium ribbon there will be a layer of what? Magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide, this magnesium oxide on this magnesium ribbon act as nothing but what? A kind of protective layer that will protect this magnesium for other, or it will become, that layer will become as a resistance uh, further to further undergoes what? Oxidation of these magnesium. So when you are going to burn this magnesium ribbon in oxygen, so you have to clean that. Cleaning means we are going to remove this layer of protective layer of magnesium oxide so that further magnesium can react. So this is the reason why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning in air, so as to remove that protective layer of what? Magnesium oxide. Now second question is, write the balance equation for the following chemical reaction. And A is there, hydrogen and chlorine when they combines, so that forms what? Hydrogen chloride. You have to write balanced chemical equation for the following. That means we should write what? Balanced chemical equation. So first of all, when hydrogen, what is the symbol of hydrogen? Hydrogen will be reacting, I will be writing here, try to see, I'll change the color here. So hydrogen gas, when it will react with what? Chlorine gas, so it is forming nothing but what? Our hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is gas. You people should not get confused. HCl means what? Hydrochloric acid. Remember, if it is written HCl gas, so that is called as hydrogen chloride. However, if it is written as HClAQ, so this is what called as hydrochloric acid. That means when you will dissolve this hydrogen chloride gas in water, then it forms aqueous solution of this hydrogen chloride in water, and aqueous solution of hydrogen chloride in water is called as what? Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So be careful, huh? Now you need to balance. As in left hand side two hydrogen is there, and right hand side only one hydrogen is there, and here in left hand side two chlorine atoms are there, and here only one. So if you will multiply this equation on the right hand side with 2, so this is what overall it is going to be balanced. Why do we balance chemical reaction? Even this is also one question, why a chemical reaction should be balanced. So as we know that in every chemical reactions, whatever the mass of reactants react, that should be equal in other side also, according to what? Law of conservation of mass. Mass can neither be created nor be destroyed during a chemical reaction. So for that only we balance chemical reaction, not just to balance chemical reaction in order to get pass in exams, huh? We remember, chemical reactions are being balanced, are balanced. Why? Because they have to follow what? Law of conservation of mass. In exam you have to balance so that you will get marks also, हाँ. चलिए, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है हमारा वो है सेकंड का दूसरा क्वेश्चन जो है, अभी मैं रब कर रहा हूं, एज स्पेस नहीं है यहाँ पे. चलिए, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, बेरियम क्लोराइड बहुत सारे लोगों को आपको ये फॉर्मूला लिखने में भी प्रॉब्लम होगा, पता है मुझे। तो ध्यान दीजिए, बेरियम का सिंबल होता है Ba2 पॉजिटिव। बेरियम आयन का सिंबल होता है Ba2 पॉजिटिव। क्लोराइड, एज ये आयनिक कंपाउंड है, सो क्लोराइड इज Cl नेगेटिव। हाउ टू राइट फार्मूला ऑल्सो, ये सभी चीजें जो है आप 9th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ चुके हैं, फिर भी एक बार रिकॉल कर लीजिए। 2, whatever the valency of this ion is there, you write here 2, and chlorine 1 here. Now crisscross, make crisscross. And now in any chemical formula, in most of the chemical formula, cation will be written first by removing the charges Ba, and whatever this number is coming, that will be written here in subscript like this, Ba. Now anionic part will be written later by removing the charges, and 2 will become with this. So this will become what? If 1 is there, we can remove while writing finally the formula. So this will become what? BaCl2. BaCl2. So this is how you can write BaCl2. Formula will become BaCl2 for barium chloride. So those who are finding difficulties with these, be careful, huh? चलिए, we'll write this equation. Barium chloride. So barium chloride formula is BaCl2, and then plus aluminium sulfate Al2SO4 whole thrice. That is giving us what? Barium sulfate, BaSO4, plus aluminium chloride, AlCl3. So on left hand side, barium is one atom of barium is there. On right hand side, how many are there? Only one is there. Sulfate here on left hand side, 3 sulfates are there. So that means you have to balance that sulfate also. And here aluminium is 2, so that means we have to balance aluminium, even aluminium also. So let's balance aluminium here. 2, if you will multiply, so 2 aluminium is there. Now aluminium is balanced. Sulfate part is nothing but how much? 3 sulfates are there, so if you will multiply here, so 3 sulfate. Now chlorine becomes 2 3s are how much? 6. And barium, since you have multiplied here 3, so you have to even multiply 3 here also in order to balance barium. Now check once again, 3 barium this side, 3 barium this side. Next item, chlorine, 3 2 ja 6, 2 3 ja 6, done. Aluminium, 2 aluminium, 2 aluminium, 3 sulfate, 3 sulfate. So this is the balance chemical reaction. This is how we will be balancing. Chaliye, now I am removing. If you want to note it down, pause the video and you can note down. Next question is our third question. Write the balance chemical equation with state symbol for the following reaction. That means even we have to write what physical state of compounds involved in this chemical reaction. So solution of barium chloride and sodium sulfate in water, that means aqueous solution. Any salt when it is being dissolved in water, so that salt is called as nothing but aqueous solution of that salt. So barium chloride, that means formula will become BaCl2 aqueous plus sodium sulfate aqueous, as it is in what? Water, Na2SO4 aqueous. It is producing us how much? It is producing us react to give insoluble. That means it is going to be a precipitation reaction. Insoluble substance is being formed. Insoluble means it will be in solid state. BaSO4 solid precipitate plus, and the solution of what? Sodium chloride. Solution means aqueous solution, NaCl aqueous. Now we have to balance. So barium is to balance here this side. Sulfate is 1. Sulfate is also 1. 2 sodium is there. So we have to balance sodium also. So here this left hand side 2 sodium, only 1 sodium. So multiply by here. Now 2 sodium, 2 chlorine also. 2 chlorine again once cross check. barium 1, barium 1, chlorine, 2 chlorine, so here also 2 chlorine. Now sodium, 2 sodium is there, 2 sodium here, sulfate, SO4, this one, and this side also 1. So this is the balance. Now if you want to take it down, pause the video and take it. One question we have missed here. Chaliye, we'll see this also. First that one only. Second question, third part. Sodium plus water, Na plus H2O gives sodium hydroxide, NaOH plus hydrogen gas. You have to balance here. So two hydrogen, and hydrogen one here more, and this is your sodium. So sodium is to balance. Now you have to balance what? Hydrogen and oxygen. Even oxygen is also balanced. We need to balance what? Hydrogen. Now if we'll multiply here by 2, so 2 from here, 2 from here, 4 hydrogen, so multiply here also 2, so 2 2s are 4 hydrogen, 2 and 2, 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. You just need to multiply here by 2. Now again see here, again cross check. 2 sodium, 2 sodium, hydrogen, 2 2s are 4 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. This is balanced. Now last question of this in text part, this one. Sodium hydroxide solution in water. Again sodium hydroxide is a salt which is a small pellets will be there, white color. Sodium hydroxide aqueous solution is also called as caustic soda. Remember. So NaOH aqueous react with hydrochloric acid, hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid in solution. That is what just now I told. uh, Hydrogen chloride, when you will dissolve in water, so that becomes nothing but aqueous solution of hydrogen chloride, that is called as hydrochloric acid, HCl, aqueous. To produce sodium chloride solution means sodium chloride aqueous plus water means it will be written as liquid. Now balancing part, as far as balancing is concerned, एक सोडियम इस साइड में है, एक सोडियम इस साइड में है, हाइड्रोजन एक, दो हाइड्रोजन, एक ऑक्सीजन. So this reaction is already balanced. So this reaction is also called as self balanced chemical reaction. तो अगली वीडियो में फिर से मिलेंगे कुछ और क्वेश्चंस के साथ में, और ऐसे ही आपको एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन इन क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू भी मिलेगा. Till then, please practice more questions and try to attempt these questions again on yourself. चलिए मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए प्रैक्टिस कीजिए मोर क्वेश्चंस. थैंक यू.